The Galactic Security Council had seen many human mercenaries over the decades since Earth joined the interstellar community. Most came heavily armed, plasma rifles, neural disruptors, kinetic accelerators strapped across their backs like technological Christmas trees. So when Dr. Sarah Kane walked into the briefing room wearing nothing but a simple gray jumpsuit and empty holsters, the alien delegates exchanged confused glances. Commander Vex Thor, a Crothry warrior whose species had conquered 12 systems through sheer military might, clicked his mandibles in disapproval. "Human, where is your equipment? We are heading into Syndicate territory. They will kill you within minutes." Sarah smiled, the expression not quite reaching her dark eyes. "I appreciate your concern, Commander, but I don't need weapons." "Arrogance," hissed Ambassador Quilnix, her serpentine body quilling tighter. "Typical human hubris. You think your species' reputation will protect you?" "No," Sarah replied softly. "I think I will protect me." Vex Thor's translator struggled with the nuance. "You are the weapon? What does this mean?" Sarah's smile widened slightly. "Exactly what it sounds like." The mission was supposed to be simple. Infiltrate the Syndicate's research station on Helix 7, retrieve stolen biotechnology, and extract before their security forces responded. The team consisted of Vex Thor's best soldiers, Quilnix's intelligence operatives, and Sarah, the human specialist whose file was so heavily redacted that only her name and success rate were visible. Things went wrong at the airlock. Syndicate enforcers were waiting, 20 of them, armed with weapons that could vaporize steel. The team was pinned down within seconds. Vex Thor roared orders as his soldiers returned fire, but they were outgunned and outmaneuvered. "Human! Do something!" the commander bellowed, his armor smoking from a near miss. Sarah stood, completely exposed to enemy fire, and closed her eyes. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the temperature in the corridor began to rise. The Syndicate enforcers hesitated, their thermal sensors screaming warnings. One of them aimed at Sarah and pulled the trigger. The plasma bolt stopped 3 inches from her chest, hanging in the air like a frozen star, before dissolving into harmless light. "Impossible," Quilnix whispered. Sarah opened her eyes, and they were no longer brown. They glowed with pale blue luminescence that spread across her skin like circuitry, patterns of light racing beneath her flesh. When she spoke, her voice resonated with harmonics that shouldn't exist in normal space. "Humanity spent 2 centuries developing cybernetic enhancement, genetic modification, and neural augmentation. We tried to become more than we were." She raised her hand, and 3 Syndicate enforcers simply stopped. Not dead, not frozen, their molecular structures temporarily convinced that motion was impossible. "We succeeded." What happened next would be discussed in military academies for generations. Sarah didn't fight. Fighting implied opposition. She simply moved through the station like a force of nature, her body a weapon forged from the marriage of human ingenuity and impossible technology. She redirected energy weapons with electromagnetic fields generated by her modified nervous system. She walked through walls by temporarily phasing her molecular structure. She accessed computer systems by interfacing directly with their quantum cores through neural ports invisible to the naked eye. The Syndicate threw everything at her: combat drones, security mechs, even their elite cyber soldiers. Nothing worked. Sarah dismantled their defenses with surgical precision, not through violence, but through understanding. Understanding of physics, of biology, of the fundamental forces that govern reality. She had become something between human and machine, between matter and energy, a living demonstration of what her species could achieve when they stopped asking, "Should we?" and focused entirely on, "Can we?" When the team extracted with the biotechnology, Vex Thor couldn't stop staring at Sarah, who looked exactly as she had at the beginning, unassuming, unarmed, human. "What are you?" he finally asked. Sarah's smile returned, tired but genuine. I'm what happens when humanity decides that evolution is too slow. I'm a weapon that thinks, feels, and chooses. I'm proof that the most dangerous thing in the universe isn't the gun, it's the mind that creates it. Quillnex's voice was barely a whisper. Are there more like you? Hundreds, Sarah replied. Earth doesn't conquer. We don't need to. We became something that doesn't need weapons because we transformed ourselves into something that makes weapons obsolete. As their ship jumped to light speed, the aliens finally understood why humanity had risen so quickly among the stars. They hadn't brought better weapons to the galaxy. They had brought better humans.